My child, this message is for you alone. I know you almost kept going. Your thumb hovered. Your mind said, "Not now." And then something in you stilled. An inner hand on your shoulder you could not explain. That was me calling you. I orchestrated this very pause, this very breath, this exact second in your timeline. This is not random. This is appointment. If you leave now, you will miss the next sentence that answers questions you buried so deep you stopped letting yourself ask them. Listen, there are forces that do not want you to hear the next sentence. Even now they will try a distraction, a ping, a memory of a failure, a sudden hunger, a sudden urgency, anything to pull you off this frequency of truth. Do not let them steal this moment. Take a breath. Put your feet on the ground. Feel the weight of your body and the lift in your chest. That stirring is not anxiety, it is anticipation. It is me. I do not tease my children. This is not hype. This is prophecy. I am here. I am speaking. And I have been leading you, even when you thought you were wandering. You have told yourself, I must have taken a wrong turn. You have rehearsed the map of your life, trying to find the missed exit. Hear me. You are not lost. You are being led. This interruption is the proof. It is the divine hand at your back you could not see but could not shake. Every tear you cried in the dark, every time you thought I passed you by, I was closer than your breath, arranging stops and starts, slowing you here, accelerating you there, protecting you from what the enemy rushed to set as a trap. I have the final say over your steps. When I shepherd, delays are detours of mercy, not signs of abandonment. You keep thinking about that door. Yes, this is about that door, the one that looked right from the outside, the one that opened just enough to make you ache and then slammed so hard the echo rattled your chest for days, the one you named rejection. Hear me, that door that closed, yes, that one, was not a mistake. It was a shield. You asked me to keep you from what would break you, and I answered. You did not recognize the form of the answer because it came as no, but it was a no wrapped in armor, a no that stood between you and what would have drained your life like a slow leak you wouldn't notice until it was too late. Before we go further, do one simple thing as a sign between us. Press like now, not later. Let it be our yes in public to what I am doing in private, and write these 2 words as a seed of agreement. I'm listening. Your written words are not empty. They align your mind with your spirit. They mark the ground. They silence the liar that says this moment is casual. Do it, and then look back here. I am not finished speaking. You have been stalked by a whisper that says, if God wanted me, it would not be this hard. That whisper is not from me. The enemy is strategic, patient, and relentless. He has studied your patterns and pressed where you are tender. He hates your attention because where your attention goes, your future follows. That is why your attention is a battleground. That is why this very minute is contested. But hear my decree. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decided for you. This interruption is evidence of jurisdiction. I broke into your scroll to break the loop of false conclusions. I am your father and your king. I lift your head. I steady your feet. I will not let your story be written by disappointment. You are wondering if this is really for you. It feels too specific, too precisely timed. That is because I am precise. My child, I called you by name when you folded that shirt, when you sat alone in your car, when you lay awake pretending to be asleep. I heard the prayer you didn't want to pray out loud. If this is not you, shut it. If it is you, make it undeniable. I honored that prayer. I made it undeniable by closing what you would have forced open. I saved you from the version of yourself that would have negotiated away your peace for belonging. I will not permit you to trade your name for a moment. Do you feel the calm under the ache? That is me. The ache is the sound of your hope stretching again. The calm is the confirmation that you are safe. I am teaching you the difference between a room that wants your gift and a room that holds your name. This message is the threshold. Do not rush. Let the truth soak in. You did not stop here by accident. You are not adrift. You are not an afterthought. You are led. You are seen. You are worth protecting. Say it softly, even if your voice shakes. I am led. Say it again with your hand on your heart. I am led. When you speak it, you are breaking alliance with the lie that called you forgotten. When you agree with me, you make room for me to show you what your fear kept you from seeing. I will unfold the mystery of that door soon, why it's shut, what it saved, and what waits beyond. But for now, hold this word close. Shield. I was the hand that halted you. I was the weight that would not let you push past the hinge, and I am the presence pulling you forward now. Keep your eyes here, keep your heart open. We are moving together on purpose. The proof is that you heard me and you stayed. Listen to me now, because this is the sentence your heart has waited to hear. The door you called rejection was my protection. I closed it because you were praying to me, even when you didn't realize those whispers counted as prayer, and I answered with protection. You said, Father, keep me from what is not you. You said, if it isn't yours, shut it. You said, don't let me miss it. I did not ignore you. I honored you. My no was me saying, I heard you, I shield you, I keep you. You have asked, why did it end if I prayed? Why did it slip through my fingers if I believed? Hear me, it ended because you prayed. It ended because your belief was working, not failing. You thought my answer would come wrapped in the desire you imagined. Instead, it came wrapped in a door that would not budge, a number that did not call back, a conversation that suddenly chilled, not because I am cruel, but because I am kind. I do not tease my children. I am a father, not a tyrant. I am a shepherd, not a dealer of tricks. When I say I lead you beside still waters, I will not permit you to sign your life over to a storm. Some of you made the no mean you were unworthy. You translated a shield into a sentence. You let the enemy sit beside you and name you rejected, passed over, too late. Reject that verdict now. What you labeled loss, I labeled rescue. What looked like a slammed door was me removing a ceiling that would have kept your head bowed forever. What felt like a bruise was me preventing a break that would have taken years to set. I saw the cost hidden in fine print you could not read from where you stood. I saw the unspoken expectations that would have drained your strength and strangled your joy, one compromise at a time. I saw the trap dressed as opportunity, and I refused it for you. Take a breath. Put your hand on your heart and listen to its rhythm. Even through the ache, there is a steadiness under it, a quiet you cannot explain. That quiet is not resignation, it is coverage. My presence wrapped around a wound before it could open. I heard the prayer you didn't dare make public. Don't let me choose what will harm me. That prayer was louder than the noise of the room, louder than the timeline of your peers, louder than the demands of your pride. I answered swiftly, decisively, mercifully. There were conversations you were not invited to because they would have convinced you to settle for less than the future I wrote. There were meetings that were postponed because the agenda in that room contained a hook. There were texts that never came because I would not let you be lured into a cycle of proving, pleading, and performing. My child, I closed what would have kept you at almost. I shut what would have turned you into the manager of chaos instead of the builder of legacy. I sealed a doorway that led to constant auditioning, to dimming your light to keep others comfortable, to smiling while your inner world burned out. This is not punishment, this is protection. Not failure, coverage, not abandonment, alignment. You are not being benched, you are being positioned. I did not remove you to shame you, I removed you to preserve you. I did not block you to belittle you. I blocked you to bless you with what fits. There are rooms that clap for your gift but cannot carry your name. There are hands that applaud you but would also mold you into a version that sells peace for applause. I will not let you sell what I paid for with my own blood. Do not confuse noise for favor. Do not mistake a crowded room for a crowned moment. If you had pushed that door, your calendar would have been full and your soul would have been empty. Your bank account might have smiled for a season while your sleep starved. Your reputation might have risen while your integrity was nicked in tiny, deniable cuts. I saw the version of that path that would have taught your children that anxiety is normal and exhaustion is success. I said no. I stood in the frame and braced my shoulders against it and would not let you through. You felt me as a weight. Now feel me as a wing. Before we go further, make a small agreement with me that makes a big difference in you. Whisper this out loud. Protected, not rejected. Again, slower. Protected, not rejected. And mark this moment in the way that cements it. Write these words somewhere you can see them. Thank you for the no that saved me. Your words are keys. Your agreement is access. You are not conjuring, you are aligning. The enemy has repeated a lie for so long that you thought it was your own thought. Drown it now with a truer sentence. I am not withholding good from you. I am withholding harm from you. I am not delaying joy. I am delivering you from counterfeit joy that ends in decay. When I say no, it is never to shrink you. It is to grow you in a soil that will not poison your roots. I am the God who sees around corners and through walls. I am the one who knows the real address of your peace. I am not late. I am precise. What I prepare for you requires you to be unentangled. If I let you bind yourself to what smiled at you, you would have missed who recognizes you. I tell you this with the authority of a father and the tenderness of a friend. Every no I authored has a yes attached to it, tied with a cord you cannot cut and stamped with a piece you do not have to chase. The yes I am leading you to is not a scramble. It is a seat, not a test of your worth, a table where your worth is assumed. And it will not only fit you, it will bless those who come after you. Legacy is breathing behind this decision, and I am jealous for your lineage. I will not allow a moment to mortgage your future. Do you feel the shift as these words land? That is not hype. That is me lifting the lie off your shoulders. This is not imagination. This is instruction. Do not rehearse the closed door with bitterness. Bless what left. Bless what never called back. Bless what went silent. Release it like a balloon that was never meant to be anchored to your wrist. Your blessing of what left is not agreement with harm. It is agreement with my hand. In a moment, I will show you what I kept you from, names, patterns, pressures you could not see, and then I will open your eyes to what I am preparing instead. A prepared place, a prepared people, a peace that greets you before you even sit down. But first, settle this truth deep. You were not rejected. You were selected, and selection sometimes looks like subtraction before it looks like increase. Hold my hand. Keep your gaze steady. The next reveal is closer than you think. Now let us name it. My child, you already know which door. I am bringing it to the surface so you stop mislabeling my protection as your loss. Do not flinch. Do not explain it away. The image that rose in your mind just now, the text thread that went silent, the office with the glass walls, the glossy proposal, the key you almost picked up in a new city, that is the door. I am shining a light on it because clarity is mercy and mercy is moving. Was it the relationship that went warm to winter overnight? When talk of futures, rings, and families suddenly turned into thin excuses and I just need space? Was it the job that said, we're like a family here, promised mentorship and mission, then evaporated the very week you prayed, If it's not you, shut it. Was it the contract with the famous logo, the handshake that felt like destiny, and then the terms changed in fine print while your stomach dropped? Was it the friendship that flipped? Years of shared secrets and prayer suddenly twisted into competition and cold commentary you felt more than heard. Was it the move that looked perfect on paper, the listing that matched your vision down to the paint color, and then the inspection failed? The landlord shifted, the bank paused, the flight got canceled twice for weather that never came? I am not random. I am precise. I am naming it with you now. Answer me with honesty. Did the closure hit right after you whispered, "God, do not let me miss you"? Did you feel a peace lift out of your body like a bird startled from a branch? Did you start striving, sending one more message, making one more case, borrowing tomorrow's energy to keep yesterday's door alive? Did conversations that used to relax you make you hold your breath? Did you find yourself walking on eggshells you didn't lay, adjusting, editing, dimming, hoping to be enough for a room that loved your spark but resented your flame? Did your sleep scatter? Did your laughter become thinner? Did joy start leaking slowly through tiny, deniable cracks? These were not random sensations. These were signals. I speak to you in your own body when your mind is busy defending a decision your spirit cannot carry. Take a breath. Put your hand on your chest. Feel that rhythm under your palm. Whisper, "Show me what I refuse to call a warning." Now be still. I am faithful to answer. I will highlight a face. I will bring back the exact subject line of an email. I will replay a car ride where you laughed but felt a knot in your stomach. I will show you the moment your shoulders lifted toward your ears and never came back down. I will show you the conversation after which you prayed more for survival than for vision. Do not fight the picture. Do not rescue the memory. Let it be what it is. That right there, that is the door. Why did it happen then? Because closures cluster at the edge of destiny. The enemy is most aggressive at thresholds. Transition moments are his favorite ambushes because they carry cargo. Your family line has been waiting for. He studied you. He knows the shapes of your hunger, belonging, affirmation, provision, platform, and he dressed bait in those shapes. He will never bring you an obvious snare. He will present a near-miss promise right before my prepared door to make you step sideways. He talks in timing. It's now or never. And he hides the hook behind compliments. But I am your father. I stepped between you and the hook. You thought you lost a boat. I removed a barbed line from your lip. Listen to your body's testimony. Did heaviness become your morning companion? Did confusion swirl like fog even when the plan looked clear on paper? Did you find yourself constantly striving, constantly performing, constantly calculating your words? Did your creativity dull? Did gratitude become work? Did prayer feel like pushing a piano uphill? Did your Bible read like sand in your mouth? Did you feel a low-grade dread on Sundays before Monday? Did you need to over-explain your presence before you even entered the room? My child, these were not you being too sensitive. These were me, your shepherd, pulling your sleeve. I do not lead you by peace and then demand you ignore the alarm I placed within you. Peace is not a prize for those who perform. Peace is the umpire that says, out of bounds. When peace leaves, pay attention. Now let me uncover the teeth you could not see. That relationship? Behind the smiles was a demand. Be less so, I can feel more. A resistance to your calling that would have cheered your silence and punished your growth. Hidden impatience with your boundaries, a cycle of charm, then chill, then charm again, teaching your nervous system that love must be earned and your no is dangerous. That job. Behind the values statement was a culture that called burnout excellence, a quiet rule that your faith should stay in your pocket, a leader who confuses access with ownership, and would have pocketed your ideas while paying you in praises. That contract? Behind the glamour was a clause that turned partnership into possession, exposure into exploitation, visibility into surveillance. Always available. Just one more revision. Don't mention your rates to anyone. That friendship, behind the prayers together, was competition, a hunger to be nearest your light, not to warm, but to siphon, to copy without credit, to clap in public and cut in private. That move, behind the porch light, was isolation from your intercessors, an address that looked like freedom but was a distance designed to make you easy to pick off. New place, no counsel, billboards of distraction at every turn. I am not saying this to shame anyone. I am saying this to free you. You keep trying to defend what I delivered you from because you tasted sweetness at the start. Cotton candy melts. Poison often begins with a sugar rim. I saw the endings you could not predict. I saw the version of you 2 years from now. Eyes duller, laughter rarer, sleep thinner, calling quieter, because you chose to be tolerated rather than treasured. I said, no. I will not let your name be negotiated. I will not let your children learn restlessness as a lullaby. I am jealous for your legacy. Now agree with me. Say out loud, that's the door. Again, with more air in your lungs, that's the door. Write these words where your eyes can catch them later. I stop calling protection a loss. Your words are not theater. Your words are keys. When you name it, you break its claim on your narrative. When you bless what left, you remove the hooks shame used to keep you rehearsing it. Do not turn back to explain your discernment to those who benefited from your confusion. Do not send one more just checking in to a door I sealed. If I want you back in that room, I will carry you over the threshold myself. Otherwise, it stays closed. Do you feel a slight lift in your shoulders even as you write and say this? That is me. Do you feel your breath deepen where it has been shallow? That is me. I am not hype. I am your helper. I am not teasing you with relief. I am retraining your attention to recognize me. You are learning to consult your peace, to honor your body's wisdom, to take your hands off hinges I have already welded shut for your good. Keep your hand on your heart a moment longer. Whisper, protected, not rejected. Whisper, I agree with your protection. Let that agreement settle like oil. I will show you more in the next steps. What exactly I kept you from and what I have prepared instead. But this had to come first. Identification is liberation. When you stop rescuing the wrong door, you have strength to reach for the right one. I am here. I am leading, and I will not let you misname my mercy. Now let me disclose what I kept you from. My child, I saw beneath the polish. I read the sentence hiding behind the smile. I listened to the conversations that would have happened when you left the room. I traced the contour of that path all the way to its real end. I saw the fine print. I saw the private conversations. I saw what they would have asked you to become. And because I am your father, I refuse to let you pay a price I never wrote into your portion. I saw slow compromise, inch by inch adjustments that felt mature but were really the bleaching of your God-given colors. I saw the drain of identity, tiny edits to your voice until you could not hear yourself when you spoke. I saw a debt of the soul, promises that looked like provision but required interest payments in silence, compliance, and anxiety. I saw misuse, your generosity labeled access, your loyalty converted into leverage. I saw manipulation, apologies that never changed behavior, compliments that came with a leash, advice that caged you. I saw burnout, early mornings that never ended, weeks blurred into years, a calendar full and a heart running on fumes. I saw cycles repeating, the same argument in new clothes, the same wound with a different name, the same spiritual fog your parents fought through, now dressed as opportunity. I saw it all, and I said no. In that relationship, I saw the version of you who apologized for being loved. I saw you learn to laugh softer so their insecurity stayed quiet. I saw you comfort them after every outburst and then call it just stress. I saw you delete parts of your calling from conversations because it always sparked tension. I saw holidays tightened by fear, friendships narrowed by control, your measurements of love calibrated to predict moods. I saw your children absorbing unspoken lessons, how to earn peace, how to hold breath, how to make themselves small so adults won't break. I blocked what would have broken you. In that job, I saw late-night emails praising your grit while stealing your Sabbath. I saw performance reviews that dangled promotion as a carrot tied to compromise. I saw a leader who smiled but took credit with casual hands. I saw a culture that called exhaustion ownership, that minimized your boundaries as if they were immaturity. I saw your faith pushed into a corner, public prayer turned into political liability, the values you carry nicked with just this once until your conscience ached and your sleep betrayed you. I refused to let you sign a contract with hurry and call it favor. In that contract, I saw clauses that turned partnership into possession. I saw exposure that would have exploited you, collaboration that would have consumed you, creative control that was an illusion with a velvet rope. I saw your ideas paraded without your name, your face used as currency without your consent, your schedule considered public property. I pulled you back before flattery fastened itself as a collar you could not feel until you tried to run. In that move, I saw the glitter of a new start covering isolation. I saw distance dressed as destiny, a neighborhood that looked like a dream but was a dead zone for your spirit. I saw the quiet that would have amplified every lie, the lack of counsel when decisions grew complex, the web of distractions that would have kept you busy but barren. I steered delays like angels, paperwork held up, flights rescheduled, inexplicable checks in your spirit, so that what seemed like inconvenience now proves itself as intercession. I did not sabotage you, I saved you. Do you see it now? The moments you called unlucky were me intercepting a theft, the meeting that kept moving, the person who forgot, the misdial, the traffic that rerouted you, the sudden fatigue that made you leave early. I was not playing tricks with your life. I was calculating rescue in real time, while the enemy calculated containment. He studied you. He measured your hungers. He crafted a door that looked like provision but was actually a pen, not a home. An enclosure with velvet walls, not a platform. A treadmill painted like a stage. The bait always fits the mouth of the fish. He offered you exactly what your timeline craved, minus the peace your spirit required. Hear me with the clarity you asked for. It was a trap. It was not your inheritance. It was not your portion. It would not have ended well. If you had forced it, the first weeks would have tasted sweet, and then the sweetness would have demanded silence as a tithe. You would have started calculating your words to remain valuable. You would have hidden tears in bathrooms and told yourself, this is the cost of becoming. I am the one who paid the cost. I did not purchase you for a life where your no is punished and your yes is presumed. I am the one who gives rest. I do not usher you into rooms where rest is forbidden fruit. Take a breath. Put your hand on your heart. Feel that rhythm I keep steady. Whisper, you kept me. Let your shoulders drop. You have been arguing with a rescuer. You have been defending a fire that would have eaten your house. You have been missing the miracle because it did not look like a miracle. I am turning your face to see it. My no was love with a backbone. My no was mercy with muscles. My no stood in a doorway while the gates of hell planned to swallow a generation through your fatigue. I am not just protecting your moment. I am protecting your name and your future. Your name carries weight in rooms you have not entered yet. Your children, your mentees, your community will borrow strength from your story. If I let you bind yourself to counterfeit favor, you would have spent the next decade untangling knots you called networking. You would have needed to detox from praises that trained you to need permission. You would have normalized chaos and passed it down like an heirloom. I cut the line. I broke the cycle. I preserved the oil on your life from being poured out on altars that never honored me. Do not envy those who seem to have walked through a similar door and made it. You are not watching an ending. You are watching a highlight. You are not missing your life. You are missing a pit. I kept your name out of conversations that would have turned it into a brand with no breath. I kept your face off flyers that would have advertised you into emptiness. I kept your schedule from being swallowed by expectations you could never satisfy. You asked me to keep you from what is not mine. I did. The delay was not deprivation. The detour was not demotion. The lack of reply was not disrespect. Those were rescue operations disguised as inconvenience. I will not apologize for saving you, and I will not let the enemy turn your gratitude into grief by showing you curated pictures of what I closed. He is strategic, patient, and relentless. He will try to provoke you with could have been by now. He will present you with shortcuts that smell like familiar perfume. Recognize it, name it. Close your eyes when that image flashes and say, "It was a trap, not my inheritance, not my portion." Say it again until your body believes your mouth. I am not done speaking, but settle this certainty like a stone at the base of your spirit. I saw the hidden price tag and refused to let it consume you. I carried you away from a slow, devouring life. I guarded your peace from becoming a negotiable line item. I shielded your name from being bartered. I preserved your future from being mortgaged to the urgent. You are not empty-handed. You are intact. And what I have for you is not a clever prison. It is a prepared place where peace meets you at the threshold and never asks you to hush to be held. My child, lean in and hear me without flinching. You are selected, not tolerated, not a backup plan. Selected. That is why the fight spiked right before the door shut. The pressure was not proof that you were wrong. It was proof that you were carrying something the enemy could not afford to let through. The closer you came to my yes tied to peace, the more he threw noise at your path, because he knows I have already marked you for a prepared place. I am not teasing you. I am telling you who you are. Do you remember the week it got loud? The phone that would not stop buzzing with notifications you didn't need? The sudden doubts that came like a storm at 2 a.m., whispering, maybe you misheard, maybe you're not enough, maybe you should just say yes to anything? The nostalgia that ambushed you, old photos, old songs, old messages surfacing out of nowhere, trying to make you miss what I was removing. The urgent opportunities that appeared with timers and thin compliments. Last chance. We need an answer now. You'd be crazy to pass this up. While peace quietly slipped out of the room, the late-night spirals where your mind argued cases you had already surrendered to me. The counterfeit offers that dressed themselves in your language but smelled like pressure when you got close. These were not random. These were tactics. He studied your patterns. He cataloged your hungers. And he waited for the threshold, because thresholds are where legacies shift. This is the lie he hisses when doors close. If you were truly blessed, you wouldn't lose things. If you were favored, nothing would end. Reject that. Break agreement with it now. Selected people are protected through closures. My yes often travels with a holy no. I am the gatekeeper of your destiny, and I close what corridors would siphon your strength. Losing access to a trap is not loss. Being turned away from a counterfeit is not failure. When I say, not this way, I am saving your oil for the altar I chose. Do you hear me? Your protection is proof of your selection. Take a breath. Put your hand on your heart again. Feel how I am guarding the rhythm I set in you. The resistance you felt was not a verdict against you. It was a reaction to the value within you. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed, but they will rattle, they will clatter, they will try to frighten you into turning back. They will send you a text in the middle of this very sentence. They will throw a memory across your mind that makes your chest tighten. Do not let him steal this moment. Do not take the bait. Your attention is a battleground because your attention is a steering wheel. Keep it here with me. Listen to me and do as I say. Say these words slowly, like you are carving them into the air around you. I am selected. Say it again. I am selected. Now write it, type it, mark it where your eyes can catch it later. I am selected. Your written words are seeds. Your declarations are keys. When you sow that sentence, you are breaking agreement with the whisper that said, you were unwanted and you are aligning with my decree over your life. You are not creating reality by force. You are agreeing with reality as I authored it. This is not hype. This is prophecy. This is protection. Look back at the pattern and learn it so you can recognize it next time. He traffics in false urgency, countdowns, ultimatums, scarcity. He loves to pair pressure with flattery. You're the only one for this. We just need you to bend this once. Everyone understands. He will resurrect nostalgia and call it destiny, old pictures, old promises, old chemistry, to convince you the past is safer than the promise. He will send counterfeit alignment, convenient options that do not require faith, only compromise. He will wait until you are tired, hungry, or lonely, and he will offer you a shortcut that looks like relief, but hides a rope. Recognize it. Name it. Do not argue with a whisper that already lied to you. Announce my truth over it. I am selected. Selected people are protected. Closed doors are coverings, not condemnations. Hear the verdict from my mouth. The intensity of the fight proves the value of what I am protecting in you. Precious cargo is escorted. Diamonds travel with guards. In the spirit, you were flanked, and the commotion you felt was the collision of two agendas, one that wanted to draft you into busyness that bleeds peace, and mine that insists you arrive whole to the table I set. Your bloodline is not a casual thing to me. I will not let a panic decision siphon the inheritance assigned to your name. That is why I stepped in. That is why it got loud. That is why you felt like you were walking through a wind tunnel before the latch clicked. You were not weak in that moment. You were protected in that moment. Some of you have been replaying the chaos as if it is evidence against your readiness. Stop rehearsing the rattle of the gate and start rehearsing the sound of it locking behind you. Shift your meditation. Your thoughts are levers. If you meditate on noise, you will build for noise. If you meditate on selection, you will build for legacy. Take inventory of your words. Have you been saying, I blew it, I missed it, I always get this close? Replace those incantations of defeat with what I am saying. Say, I am selected, I am covered, I am guided, I am kept. Say it until your nervous system memorizes the cadence of my covenant. Say it when the phone buzzes. Say it when the DM pings. Say it when a familiar name reappears with, hey, stranger. Say it when a new door pretends to be urgent. Peace does not rush you. Peace recognizes you. Guard this moment. Guard it like a seed in spring. Do not scroll into distraction. Do not invite counsel from voices that celebrated your confusion. Do not perform to re-earn rooms I already removed you from. Sit in the safety I bought for you. Let my no be a wall on your back while I lead you forward. I am not looking for you to impress me. I am teaching you to agree with me. This is the training. Attention, agreement, announcement. Attend to my voice over the noise. Agree with my verdict over the lie. Announce your identity over the air that tried to shape you. One more time, out loud with air and authority. I am selected. Now write it, even if your hand shakes. I am selected. Let this settle. Selection is not fragile. It is not up for negotiation with rooms that do not carry your name. It stands when feelings fluctuate and offers appear. It stands when doors shut and when doors swing. It is anchored in me, not in outcomes. You are selected. That is why I fought for you. That is why the enemy fought against you. The fight revealed the treasure. The closure preserved it. And I, the Lord who chose you, am not finished leading you. My child, hear me. The quiet you are in is not punishment. The gap between doors is not me losing track of you. This is my corridor. This is my training room. You did not fall through the cracks. I led you into a hallway where echoes are lower, so you can finally hear your own steps beside mine. The grief that leaks, the confusion that circles, the silence that makes you wonder if you missed it. These are not signs of abandonment. These are signs of adjustment. The lights are lower here on purpose. The noise is reduced on purpose. The invitations thinned out on purpose. I am not starving you. I am filtering you. Take a breath. Put your hand on your chest. Feel the way your body tries to rush when nothing looks urgent. That urge is old training. In this corridor, I am retraining you. I am extracting hurry from your blood. I am teaching your nervous system to recognize peace without performance. I am strengthening muscles that atrophied while you were people-pleasing. I am weaning you from applause as oxygen. I am cleaning your palate so counterfeits taste like what they are. This is the in-between, yes. But in-between is where pilots learn instruments, where soldiers learn breath control, where runners reset their stride. I do not send my children through thresholds without teaching them how to walk like heirs. Normalization first. It is human to feel behind when you cannot point to a new door yet. It is human to replay what closed with a heavy stomach. It is human to check your phone more than usual, to wonder if you imagined me. I am not scolding you for those reflexes. I am rewiring them. When grief rises, do not turn it into an accusation. Let it be a goodbye with honor. When confusion swirls, do not crown it as king. Let it drive you to ask, what are you teaching me to listen for here? When silence stretches, do not call it absence. Call it sanctuary. I am in the quiet. I am in the stillness. I am not a man that I should lie, and I did not rescue you to abandon you in a hallway. Now hear what I am doing in this corridor, filtering. I am removing attachments that would rot your next season from the inside. I am letting certain numbers go silent because their access to you was purchase, not covenant. I am allowing appetites to die, habits that numbed you, scrolling that scattered you, gossip that gave you a counterfeit sense of belonging. I am letting certain topics bore you because they never built you. I am exposing who only liked you when you were available for their chaos. I am revealing who celebrates your boundaries and who mocks them. I am sifting motives not to shame you, but to keep poison from entering the table I am setting. Think of airport security. You cannot bring everything you carried to the gate. Some liquids must be poured out. Some sharp things must be surrendered, not because they were always evil, but because they are not allowed beyond this point. Do you feel the ache of letting go? That is detox. It is not death. Do you feel the itch to check on what I closed? That is withdrawal, not destiny. Let yourself grieve the fantasy without resuscitating it. Let yourself miss what was familiar without returning to Egypt. Remember, comfort is not the same as covenant. Familiar chaos is not home. I am giving you directives for this corridor. Guard your words. Do not narrate your future with worst-case rehearsals. Do not prophesy scarcity over your own path by saying, "It always falls apart here. I guess I am just unlucky. Nothing ever stays." Stop making covenant with despair in clever sentences. Your words are keys. In this hallway, speak like someone who expects a door to appear. Say, I am trained, not trapped. Say, I am being filtered for favor. Say, I am kept. Do not make vows under the pressure of pain. No, I'll never try again. No, I'll take anything next time. Pain-made vows become bars. Break them now by saying, I revoke every vow I made in fear. I agree with your training. I agree with your timing. Resist panic decisions, panic purchases, panic texts, panic quick wins. If you have to beg for access, it is not me. If you have to dim your conviction to be kept, it is not me. If you have to explain your worth on repeat to stay, it is not me. If the email demands an answer now, but your peace says, wait, obey your peace. My doors come with weight, not with panic. Reverence, yes. Awe, yes. A holy stretch, yes. But dread, no. Constant second-guessing that eats sleep, no. Running mental courtrooms where you argue your case just to be there, no. What I open, I also undergird. You feel held even as you grow. You exhale even as you reach. You are sobered, not suffocated. Stop chasing what closed. Do not jiggle welded hinges. Do not send just checking messages to a season I have ended. Honor exits with blessing, not breadcrumbs. Return the keys in your hands, literal and figurative, that no longer fit the lock. Clean the altar of your attention. The enemy is strategic, patient, and relentless. He will use the lull to lure you back with nostalgia, with a hey stranger, with a flash sale on compromise. Recognize it. Say, not my portion. Turn off the faucet of curiosity that keeps you peeking at rooms I emptied. Curiosity is not always hunger. Sometimes it is a leash. Discernment cues for this hallway. Peace is your umpire, not popularity, not pressure, not proximity to power. Watch your body. When you move toward a conversation, does your chest rise or collapse? When you consider an option, does your breath deepen or hitch? When you imagine saying yes, does clarity sharpen or does fog thicken? I lead by peace. I warn by withdrawal of peace. Do not call yourself too sensitive when I engineered you to be responsive to me. Sensitivity to my spirit is not a flaw. It is a feature. It is survival at the level of legacy. Some of you are hearing two lies right now. You are late and you are cursed. Break them with me. Say out loud, even softly, I am not late. I am not cursed. I am being covered. Again, I am not late. I am not cursed. I am being covered. Write it where you can't avoid it. Covered. My child, I am the Lord of time. I redeem time. I restore wasted years. I am not improvising your life. There are appointments on my calendar with your name, and your obedience in this hallway is aligning you with them. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. Delay does not mean denial. It often means development. Training takes time. Filtering takes time. I do not rush surgeries and call it love. Practice the training I taught you. Attention, agreement, announcement. Attention, give me your focus when the swirl tries to steal it. Agreement, say yes to my process, even when it feels like less. Announcement, declare what I am doing out loud until your atmosphere shifts. I will meet you in this. I will confirm this. I will make the corridor feel shorter as you agree. You will notice small alignments, conversations that feed you, content that finds you, a thought at just the right time that let you know I am still being led. One more thing, steward the simple. Sleep when I say sleep. Eat what fuels clarity. Walk. Pray short, honest prayers rather than long, panicked monologues. Keep your space in order. External order calms internal storms. Return messages you owe and release those you do not. This is not legalism. This is leverage. Order is a gate for peace. Peace is a gate for perception. Perception is how you recognize the next door when it appears without neon lights. Take a breath again. Do you feel a steadiness returning? That is me. Do you feel less need to scramble? That is me. This gap is not forever, but it is holy. Treat it as sacred ground, not as a lobby where you pace. Bless what left. Guard your mouth. Refuse panic. Do not beg. And hold this like a hand on your back. You are not late. You are not cursed. You are being covered. I am leading you through my corridor, and on the other side is a door that will know your name, and your peace will recognize it before your eyes do. My child, close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and exhale the scramble. Put your hand on your chest and feel how the pace is already changing. Do you feel it? That gentle loosening in your shoulders, that quiet in the back of your mind. That is me. Now, with your eyes closed, let me show you what I have been preparing. See a door, not loud, not flashy, not begging for attention. It is solid, it is quiet, it is unforced. The wood is warm under your palm, not cold and slippery. The handle fits your hand without strain. There is weight here, but not pressure. There is significance here, but not show. Look closer. Your name is not spray-painted across it to prove a point. It is engraved, clean and sure, as if this door has been waiting for you longer than you have been searching for it. Listen. What do you hear on the other side? Not shouting, not clocks screaming, not 1,000 voices insisting you hurry. You hear something gentle, like morning, the sound of calm, the rhythm of peace that does not need you to perform for it. The atmosphere itself seems patient. It exudes welcome. Your breathing deepens just standing at the threshold. Your jaw unclenches without effort. This is what protection was for, to deliver you here without panic etched into your movements. Now, do you remember the house by the ocean I showed you? See it again, but this time it is not sunset. It is sunrise. The light is new, soft gold spilling through large windows. White walls glow with early brightness. The breeze moves through open space like a friend. You can hear waves, steady as a promise, no longer distant or dreamlike. There is a table already set, plates waiting, chairs pulled slightly back, as if a family just laughed here and stood to make space for you. Listen to the laughter. It is not sharp, it is not forced. It is the sound of belonging. There is coffee warm in a mug, and the air smells like salt and citrus. On the counter, keys rest in a small bowl, heavy, real, not symbolic. Pick them up. Feel their weight. They do not jingle with anxiety. They are proof that the door you are about to open exists in the physical realm. This is not fantasy. This is not hype. This is prophecy. I have been arranging this with addresses and dates. It is a real place, a real assignment, a real table. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. Step with me to another threshold. See an office, not a cage, a studio, a room with light and order. Your name is etched on a glass panel, simple and clean. On the desk sits a folder with your name, not as bait, but as belonging. Open it. Look at the contract. Feel the paper, the crispness that speaks of clarity, not confusion. Read the terms, clean, honoring, aligned with rest. No clause that requires you to hide your convictions. No just this once that becomes a lifestyle. Sabbaths protected. Boundaries named. Compensation honest. Influence stewarded, not exploited. There is a chair, ergonomic for your body and built for your calling. When you sit, you do not shrink to fit it. It adjusts to hold you. Do you notice your chest? It expands as you imagine saying, yes, that is what my door feels like. Peace does not make you small, it makes you true. Now look around the table of people in this place. These are prepared people. Their eyes carry recognition, not hunger. No one is scanning you for how to use you. They are listening to the tone under your words. They ask questions that honor your no as much as your yes. They do not call your boundaries attitude. They celebrate your convictions as protection for the work, not obstruction to it. Notice how their presence steadies you. Even their silence is kind. They share credit without performing humility. They apologize without rope. They do not need you to bleed to belong. This is what I meant by a place and a people prepared. Step to a home scene. Listen for the music of ordinary glory. Floors swept, a candle blinking with soft flame, a porch light that clicks on when evening starts, as if to say, "We were expecting you." Children's drawings tucked into frames. Laughter in the hallway that does not make you brace. A calendar on the fridge that holds rest like a standing appointment. A neighbor knocks, not to pry, but to bring soup with a smile that says, "We are covering you." This is peace you do not have to chase. It meets you at the threshold and follows you through rooms. It does not require apology. It multiplies in simple order. Dishes done, bills paid on time. Late-night prayer that is not frantic but familiar. The mundane becomes sacred because anxiety is not the architect anymore. Hold the contrast with me. The last door demanded striving. This one recognizes you. The last space asked you to quiet your voice. This one was built to carry it. The last opportunity held a stopwatch over your head. This one presents a cadence that allows you to breathe. The last table needed you to bleed for a seat. This table pulled back a chair and said, "We saved this for you." The last conversation left you rehearsing everything you said. These conversations leave you clearer, not cloudier. The last way drained you. This way strengthens you. Do you feel the difference in your body? That is discernment. That is your spirit responding to alignment. Hear me. I did not only close a door, I prepared this one. I arranged it without your performing. I spoke to people you have not met yet, nudged them to make room, stirred them to look for you, wrote your name into plans while you slept. I shifted calendars. I timed introductions. I softened hearts that would have been hard last year. I taught you the language of peace so you can recognize your name when it is called. I am not improvising. I am orchestrating. The address exists. The invitation exists. The provision exists. I have been doing this in real time while you learn to stand without begging. Put your hand back on the handle in your mind. Feel how you do not have to wrestle it. There is a click you do not force. The hinges do not squeal. They have been oiled by prayer you did not know was being prayed over you. Some of those prayers were from ancestors who asked me for a day like this in your line. Some were whispered by those prepared people who did not even have your face yet, only an impression from me. Make room. This is inheritance at work. This is legacy in motion. Now notice what is not here. There are no timers threatening your worth. There are no compliments with leashes. There is no culture of laugh then lash. There is reverence, not rush. There is stretching, not strangling. There is excellence, not exhaustion as identity. Peace is not passive here. It is architectural. It shapes schedules. It edits partnerships. It says no before you have to. It enforces boundaries without bravado. It keeps time like waves, consistent, strong, reassuring. Say this after me, even softly. I receive the prepared door. I recognize peace. I enter by agreement, not anxiety. Say it again. I receive the prepared door. My child, when you say those words, you are aligning your steps with what your spirit already saw. Your written words are seeds. Your spoken words plant them deep. Write it somewhere, you will see it. Prepared door, prepared people. Peace I don't have to chase. Do not argue with the picture I just painted. Do not let the enemy smudge it with too good to be true. What I prepare is good and true. I am not a man that I should lie. I am going to give you simple cues to know you are near this door in the natural. You will feel a steadiness in your chest when you read the email or hear the invitation. Your sleep will not be bullied. It will be blessed with ease even as decisions approach. Your sense of self will sharpen, not dissolve. The conversation will clarify next steps rather than demand vague availability. You will not have to explain your worth. The room will have already studied what I placed on you. Peace will not be a prize for performance. It will be the escort that walks you to your seat. Breathe again. See the door one more time. The number on it does not flicker. Your name does not fade. The light on the other side does not dim when you remember your flaws. This is grace. This is alignment. This is what protection has been preserving. I am not dangling it. I am delivering you to it, timed with your maturity, matched to your mantle, connected to your bloodline. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. You will not have to chase peace inside the door I opened. Peace will greet you and say, "We were waiting." Now hold my hand on the handle. When I say, "Now," you will step through without apology, and you will know it is me, because you will not have to become smaller to fit. You will become more you, and that, my child, is how my prepared doors always feel. My child, lean in. What I am about to say will steady you from the inside out. The door I shut was not only about your today, it was about your tomorrow's children. It was not just about your feelings, it was about your family line. I did not only save you from a hard season, I preserved a whole story. Hear me, this is not a solitary blessing. This is generational impact. I am not merely arranging a good moment. I am writing a new chapter for a bloodline that thought it was stuck with old endings. I chose you to be the difference maker, not because you were the most qualified by human standards, not because you never stumbled, but because I saw what I placed in you. Stability when others ran, sobriety where denial tried to live, provision in a famine mindset. Healthy love after love was mishandled, wisdom after folly wore a costume called fun, stewardship after waste paraded as freedom. The very things you thought disqualified you, I have been using to position you. The nights you said, "Never again," I recorded as covenants. Your tears were not wasted. They were water for seeds called legacy. Do you understand why I slammed that door? Why I let it be loud? Why I did not allow persuasion to pry it back open? Because behind that door were teeth. Behind that door were patterns that wear your last name like a target, misuse that would have trained your children to mistrust joy, scarcity that would have taught your grandchildren to clutch instead of create, abandonment that would have echoed like a draft under every doorframe, dysfunction that would have baptized your holidays in dread, self-betrayal that would have made compromise feel like home. I saw the price tag, and I refuse to let it eat your name. I am a father. I do not tease my children. I protect what I plant. This is not hype. This is prophecy. Take a breath. Put your hand on your heart. Hear me cut something even now. I am severing the rope that pulled your people through the same cycle year after year. The rope of we always settle here. The rope of we fight like this. We drink like this. We leave like this. We apologize without changing like this. The rope of we pretend peace instead of building it. I am not only rescuing you from an event, I am altering a culture in your house. In the spirit, you can hear the snap. That sound is liberty passing to your lineage. Close your eyes for a moment and see the prepared door again, but now walk through it with more than your own shadow. Look down. Small hands will hold your fingers. Laughter will not flinch when a key turns in the lock. The table I showed you, see chairs added, names carved softly on the underside like a secret joy. See photos on the mantle, not as performance, but as proof. Faces relaxed, eyes unafraid of the camera because they are unafraid of being seen. Hear bedtime prayers that are not bargaining with terror, but gratitude rehearsing faithfulness. Smell bread in the oven, not because you must impress company, but because home is becoming warm again. This house by the ocean is not a trophy. It is a training ground for peace. The waves will teach pace. The windows will teach perspective. The porch will host conversations where anger does not have the microphone. This is legacy architecture. And see beyond your walls. See a niece who will choose college because the story shifted and the scarcity lie broke. See a cousin who will reach out for help because shame no longer rules the room. See elders exhale because they recognize what they only dreamed they would live to watch. Someone in this line finally walking in both favor and integrity at the same time. Hear a whisper from years behind you. Ancestors who prayed, "God, let it stop with me," and felt their strength fail. I took their prayer and kept it alive until it landed in your lifetime. You are the beneficiary. You are the answer turning into an environment. The wealth I am releasing is not only money. It is peace as currency. It is laughter as medicine. It is order as shelter. It is wisdom as inheritance. It is sobriety as celebration. It is healthy love as the language spoken in your rooms. Do you see why the enemy worked overtime to keep you from this moment? He studied your family's weak points. He engineered substitutes to feel like soulmates. He painted scarcity as stewardship and chaos as passion. He wanted your yes to a counterfeit, to become a curriculum for your children. But I interrupted his lesson plan. I closed what he opened. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. My no was not rejection. It was a flaming sword standing at the border of Eden, guarding the tree of life I planted in your lineage until you were ready to tend it. Now, identity, stand up inside. I am naming you in front of the very voices that said you would repeat the cycle. You are the pivot, you are the hinge. You are the first of a kind in your house who will be last in line for none of my promises. You are not the black sheep. You are the marked lamb. You are not the outlier. You are the forerunner. Your story will not be, "They survived, but stayed small." Your story will be, "They were preserved, and then they built." What tried to disqualify you trained your compassion. What tried to harden you refined your judgment. What tried to silence you gave your words gravity. I have the final say. It is done. Speak with me now, because your words are keys and your children are listening, even if they are not yet born. Say this softly or strong, but say it. My family line changes with me. Again, my family line changes with me. Say, cycles stop, blessings start. Peace is our portion. Say, I carry stability, I carry sobriety, I carry provision, I carry healthy love, I carry wisdom, I carry stewardship. Say, I will not pass down what I am being healed from. I will not transmit what I have transformed. Feel how agreement shifts the air? That is legacy activating. I will give you signs that this is already moving. Conversations that once dissolved into sarcasm will land in apology without a fight. Financial leaks that felt normal will be exposed and repaired without drama. Your appetite for chaos will continue dying. Boredom will be replaced by creativity. Old jokes that made covenant with dysfunction will taste bitter. New sentences will become common in your mouth. We don't talk to each other like that here. We rest as an act of faith. We tell the truth without tearing down. These sentences are bricks. Lay them and keep laying them. This is how a bloodline learns a new language. Do not romanticize what I shut, even if some parts had sweetness. Honor the good by keeping its fruit and discarding its rot. Bless what left without begging it to return. When nostalgia knocks, answer with legacy. I am building something my grandchildren will not have to heal from. When guilt whispers, answer with stewardship. I am not abandoning anyone. I am obeying protection. When loneliness prowls, answer with promise. Prepared people are on the other side of prepared doors. Your boundaries are not cruelty. They are irrigation ditches for future gardens. My child, I see you wondering if you can carry all this. Listen to me. You are not carrying it alone. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the God of your grandmother's whispered hymns and your mother's quiet tears. I am the God who met you in the bathroom when you had no words, only a hand on the counter and a shake in your bones. I am with you. I am in you. I am before you. I have angels assigned to this assignment. I have mentors prepared to model what you did not see. I have books and blueprints and budgets and boundaries already waiting in the rooms you are about to enter. You are not late. You are not cursed. You are being covered, and those under your covering will call you blessed. Breathe. Feel the steadiness return. That is me. Now say it one more time, not for me, but for you and for those who will eat from the table you are setting. My family line changes with me, and it will because I have spoken it. And when I speak, it stands. My child, listen closely. The moment after revelation is the most contested. When I show you the prepared door and I name your bloodline, the enemy scrambles to lure you back to what I shut. He will not always come with obvious threat. He will come wearing nostalgia. He will come wearing loneliness on a quiet evening. He will come dressed as financial fear when a bill arrives or a number dips. He will come whispering the urge to explain yourself to people who already decided not to understand you. He will bait you with selective memory, only the sweet parts, never the teeth. Do you feel that tug? That is not discernment. That is a hook. I am cutting it now. Take a breath. Put your hand on your chest. Hear me. Do not run back to what I shut. I did not close that door to punish you. I closed it to protect you. You prayed for protection without knowing it. When you asked me for peace, for clarity, for legacy, for rest, for God, don't let me miss it. I heard you. I acted. I do not tease my children. I complete what I begin. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. I am giving you 3 tests so you will never again mistake a closed door for rejection or chase what I removed. These tests are simple, but they are swords. Use them. First, the peace test. When you entered that space, or even when you imagined saying yes to it, did peace rush in, or did peace leave the room? Not the high of attention, not the flattery of being wanted, but the deep exhale that lets your shoulders drop. If you had to silence your conscience to stay, peace had already packed its bags. If your sleep scattered, if your breathing shortened, if Sabbath became impossible and you started calling anxiety excitement, peace had departed. My doors do not make you smaller to fit them. My doors are carved to your calling, and peace escorts you through. If peace left, I closed it. Second, the fruit test. Look at the harvest of that door. Not the promises, not the marketing, not the early fireworks. What did it actually produce in you and around you? Did it grow love, joy, patience, clarity, soundness of mind, honesty, courage? Or did it produce jealousy, striving, confusion, doublespeak, isolation, and dread that sat in your stomach like a stone? Fruit doesn't lie. You can fake language, but you cannot fake harvest. If the result was chronic fog, constant apology without change, and kindness that only appeared when you bled for it, that fruit testifies. I am a gardener. I prune for more fruit. I do not fertilize rot. Third, the honor test. Did that door honor what I placed in you, or did it require you to shrink, hide, or compromise to belong? Did you have to mute your convictions to be a team player? Did your no cost you community while your yes cost you yourself? Did it reward your silence and punish your boundaries? Honor looks like clear terms, honest expectations, room for rest, and respect for the image of God in you. If you were celebrated publicly but controlled privately, If apologies never came until someone was watching, if your name was leveraged but your well-being was ignored, that was dishonor wearing charm. Where honor is absent, my covering closes the door. My child, hold these tests like keys on a ring. When the return temptation knocks, test it. Nostalgia will parade memories without context. Peace, test it. Loneliness will say, at least you weren't alone. Fruit, test it. Financial fear will shout, but the check cleared. Honor, test it. Do you feel me fathering you in this? I am training your hands for war and your fingers for battle. This is not hype. This is prophecy about your daily decisions. Now hear the difference between pruning and punishment. Punishment condemns your identity and leaves you in shame. Pruning affirms your purpose and clears what chokes it. Punishment says, you failed, sit in the corner. Pruning says, you are fruitful, let me cut so you can bear more. Punishment breaks you to prove a point. Pruning shapes you to multiply impact. What I did with that door was pruning. I cut dead weight and diseased branches. I removed patterns that siphoned your energy. I simplified your calendar so your calling could breathe. If you felt exposed, it was exposure for healing, not humiliation for spectacle. I am not a man that I should lie. I am a father who tends his vine. So when the enemy shows you the stump and says, see, loss, answer him with legacy. This is pruning. Fruit is next. When your own mind tries to make you apologize for obeying protection, answer with stewardship. I will not apologize for guarding my future. When voices demand an explanation they do not deserve, answer with clarity. My peace is my explanation. Say these with me now. These are boundary scripts, and they are holy. I will not revisit what God removed. Again, I will not revisit what God removed. I bless it, but I release it. Again, I bless it, but I release it. I do not chase closed doors. Again, I do not chase closed doors. My no is obedience. My yes is worship. Say it again. My no is obedience. My yes is worship. Feel how your spine straightens when you speak like this. That is alignment. Your words are keys. Your declarations build fences around your peace and gates for your purpose. Do not say them once and forget. Put them in your phone, write them on a card. Teach them to your household. This is how a bloodline learns boundaries. Expect the enemy to test your gates. He will send a notification, a song, a memory, a late-night message that says, "Can we talk?" He will stir a bill to arrive a day early to make panic feel wise. He will flood you with what-ifs and almosts. Do not take the bait. If you must respond, use brief honor without re-entry. I bless you. I'm moving forward. That season is complete. Peace be with you. You owe no postmortem to what I have pronounced finished. You owe no performance to regain approval I never asked you to need. My child, I am putting a sword in your hand and peace at your back. Stand with me. Let's draw a line in the sand together. As a covenant act, not for an algorithm, not for attention, but as a sign between us. Write these 3 words where you can see them, and, if you must, speak them out loud now. I release it. Type it if you can. Whisper it if you must. Shout it if it breaks the spell. I release it. When you do, something loosens. The rope snaps again. The old door loses its pull. Heaven records your agreement. Do you feel the steadiness returning even as you read? That is me. Rehearse the tests one more time in your spirit. Peace, fruit, honor. If it failed these, I closed it. I did not remove your future. I removed your funeral. I am not decreasing you. I am delivering you. I am not abandoning you in the hallway. I am advancing you through the corridor to the door that bears your name and your children's laughter. Do not run back to what I shut. Bless it, release it, face forward, and walk like the next door is already open, because in my timing it is. My child, hear me and do not let your attention wander. Within the next 72 hours, I will confirm to you that the closure was mercy. I will move in front of you and around you with signs that are not random, not coincidences, but love notes and guardrails, peace, exposure of truth, and unexpected alignment braided together so you cannot mistake my hand. I am not leaving you to guess in the dark. I am Father. I shepherd with staff and with signal. Take a breath. Receive this with expectancy, not anxiety. Expectancy is faith at attention. Here is what you will see. For some of you, a conversation will surface that you did not initiate. Someone will tell you a detail you wished you had known sooner, and though it stings for a moment, a deeper relief will follow. That is me unveiling what was concealed so you stop calling poison almost right. Another will stumble into honesty, an offhand comment, an email forwarded by mistake, a confession that leaks out in a hallway, and you will feel your shoulders drop. That is exposure as protection. Say it when it happens. Thank you for mercy. Do not weaponize the information. Use it as confirmation. For others, the first sign will be in your body. Without a meeting, without a resolution call, your breath will lengthen. Sleep will come heavy and clean where it has been fractured. You will wake with a line of a song in your mouth about peace or home or the ocean, and your day will start without the old ache. That is not you forgetting. That is me lifting. Some of you will cry once, deeply, and then the water will still. That is release. Do not chase more tears to prove healing. Receive the calm and move forward. There will be unexpected open conversations with people of peace. A mentor will text when you had no plan to reach out. A difficult talk that you dreaded will unfold without accusation, only clarity and honor. A yes will land in your inbox for something you did not hustle to make happen. A resource will appear. Refunds you were not expecting. A client who found you without a pitch. A babysitter canceling which reveals I was keeping you home. A ride offered that reroutes your day. Small? No, strategic. Provision is me saying you can keep walking. You will receive messages that clarify. A scripture will repeat in 3 places, the same verse in a podcast, on a billboard, and in a friend's text, and it will be about rest, trust, or new pathways. Passages like, He makes me lie down in green pastures. I am doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it? Or, all things work together for good will follow you. Numbers will echo, 23, 43, 72, 12, 12, 8, 28. Appearing on receipts and clocks, not as superstition, but as nudges. Do not chase numbers. Let them nudge you back to peace. A song will play in a store with lyrics about doors and home and light. A dream will visit you where you release a hand without fear and step through a door that swings easily. You will wake with steadiness, not dread. My confirmations never demand panic as proof. They do not bully, they lead. Some of you will recognize a near miss that makes you stop and whisper, "That was you." The car that would not start, and later you learn of an accident on that route. The email that sat in drafts you almost sent in anger, and the next morning you see how it would have cost you more than pride. The meeting that got rescheduled and exposed an intention that did not match language. I am not sabotaging you, I am saving you. Mercy looks like inconvenience that protects destiny. Now, guidance, because the enemy will try to drown these confirmations in noise. For the next 72 hours, stay spiritually alert. Limit doom scrolling. Your eyes are gates. Put your phone down an hour before you sleep. Your dreams are doors. I like to walk through when your guard is soft and your spirit is listening. Do not send impulsive texts to old doors. If you must respond, wait 24 hours. Let peace answer, not adrenaline. Guard your mouth, no rehashing, no rehearsing arguments in the shower. Bless what left and speak life to what is coming. Your words are keys. Your words are seeds. Keep a simple note in your phone or a paper nearby. Title it, Protected. When you see a sign, write it down with the time and how peace felt when it happened. Tuesday, 10:14 a.m. Refund arrived, shoulders dropped. Midnight, dream releasing a hand, woke calm. Coffee shop, song about home, tears then quiet. This is not busy work. This is training your discernment. When the enemy whispers that you are making it up, evidence will testify. Fruit does not lie. Interpret with the tests I already taught you. Run every sign through peace, fruit, and honor. If what you saw stirs panic, accusation, or condemnation, that is not me. Reject it and return to rest. If it clarifies, cleanses, and steadies you, receive it. If it honors what I placed in you, follow it. If it exposes rot, do not grieve the removal. Rejoice that you did not pay a hidden price. I am not cryptic for sport. I am kind. I am specific. I am consistent with my character. Create small spaces during these 72 hours for us to talk. 10 quiet minutes in the morning, hand over your phone, put your feet on the floor and say, "Speak, I am listening." A 5-minute walk without headphones, notice what sentences rise. A pause at lunch, ask, "Where is peace pointing?" This is how you stay tuned. Drink water, breathe slow, eat food that does not punish your body, rest like warfare. These are not minor, they are ways you signal to your nervous system. We are safe, which makes it easier to hear me. Do you feel urgency? Good. It is not fear, it is focus. Say this with me now. I will not miss my signs. Again, I will not miss my signs. Say, within 72 hours, clarity comes. Say, I am protected, I am selected, I am led. Heaven hears you, hell hates it. Let both be true and keep walking. Watch also for alignment that arrives without you muscling it. The person who says, I thought of you for this, and what they describe fits your values and pace. The schedule that opens just where you needed margin to build. The apology that arrives without a demand that you forget the lesson. The inner yes that does not need performance to survive. This is me adjusting circumstances to the shape of your calling. My doors are carved to you. You do not have to contort to enter. At the end of these 72 hours, look back over your protected list. You will see a thread. It will read, peace returned, truth revealed, alignment appeared. Whisper it out loud, mercy. Then thank me. Gratitude is agreement, and agreement accelerates alignment. Do not turn it into a spectacle. Make it worship. My child, I do not tease my children. I finish what I begin. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. Within 72 hours, I will confirm you were protected. Stay awake, stay kind, stay in peace. This is not hype. This is prophecy, because I am faithful to my word. My child, hear me. Revelation without activation becomes regret. You have seen the signs. You felt peace return. You watched truth rise to the surface. Now we move. Your next season is not accessed by accident. It is activated by agreement. Agreement is not mood. Agreement is mouth and movement. Guard your mouth. Bless what left. And walk like the next door is already open. This is how you step in rhythm with what I already decreed. First, your mouth. Your words are gates. Your tongue is a key ring. Stop calling yourself what I did not name you. No more, I am rejected. No more, I am always late. No more, I am unworthy, unlucky, unwanted. Do you hear me? Those were agreements with a narrative I just dismantled. Your mouth has been a thermostat. Setting the climate of your days. Change the setting. Say this with me now. I break agreement with rejection. Again, I break agreement with rejection. Say, I renounce lateness. I step into appointed time. Say, I lay down unworthiness. I receive being chosen. Your words move angels. Your words train your nervous system. Your words tell your future how to meet you. I am instructing you in 3 actions: simple, strong, continuous. These are not chores to earn blessing. You are not buying favor. You are aligning with what is already written about you. This is not works. This is worship. Action 1. Gratitude before evidence. Morning and night, before your phone, before the list, open your mouth and thank me for what I have done and what I have already prepared. Not vague, specific. Thank you for the door you shut. Thank you for the door you prepared. Thank you that peace returned. Thank you that legacy is guarded. Thank you that truth rose up to set me free. Whisper it driving, say it washing dishes. Speak it when a worry tries to recruit your attention. Gratitude is agreement, and agreement accelerates alignment. Say it now as practice. Thank you for protecting me. Again, thank you for selecting me. One more. Thank you that what is mine by covenant cannot be stolen. Action 2. Speak identity declarations daily, not once, daily. Your soul needs rehearsal until truth feels like home. Stand if you can. Put your hand on your chest. Breathe. Say this with me in a steady voice. I am protected. Again, I am protected. I am selected. Again, I am selected. What God has for me cannot be taken. Say it again. What God has for me cannot be taken. I do not beg for doors God ordained. Again, I do not beg for doors God ordained. Now build on it. I am not late. I am right on time. I am led by peace, not by panic. I am honored where I am called. I carry stability, sobriety, provision, healthy love, wisdom, and stewardship. My boundaries are blessed. My name is guarded. My household is a refuge of peace. Feel it strengthening your spine. That is alignment. Your declarations are not theatrics. They are blueprints your day learns to follow. Action 3. Take one obedient step. Faith is not only what you say, it is where you place your feet. Within the next 24 hours, do one thing that agrees with what I showed you. 1. Do not wait for fireworks. Choose obedience over drama. Apply for the opportunity that matches peace and honor. Clean the space that makes room for the new. Clear a shelf, empty a drawer, delete the contact that keeps you tethered to yesterday. Make a budget that respects Sabbath and future. Tell your money it serves destiny, not dread. Forgive a debt you keep rehearsing. Release them in your mouth and close the ledger. Rest on purpose. Put a boundary in your calendar and keep it holy. Study for the certification that opens the field I am pointing to. Register. Print the syllabus, read the first page, schedule the meeting you have avoided, and bring clarity with kindness. Return a key that is no longer yours. Remove yourself from group chats that reintroduce chaos. Pack one box toward the move you know is coming. Update your bio to reflect who you actually are now. Do the small, faithful thing that says, I believe the door is prepared, so I prepare myself. Your feet can shout faith louder than your fear ever did. As you move, bless what left. This is maturity. This is warfare without venom. Open your mouth and say, I bless every person and place I released. I harbor no bitterness. I keep the lesson and return the pain to the cross. May peace visit their house as I move forward in mine. Blessing is not re-entry. Honor is not access. You can bless and still build new boundaries. When memories knock with sweet highlights and no context, answer with benediction and closure. I bless you. Go in peace. That season is complete. Your heart will feel the difference. The hook loses its barb when you choose blessing over brooding. Now walk like the next door is already open. This is not pretending. This is prophetic posture. Lay out the clothes for tomorrow's calling, not yesterday's costume. Put pens on the desk you will write from. Set the table for conversations with prepared people. Leave a chair for peace. Draft the email introducing yourself as the version I named. Practice your boundary scripts in the mirror. We don't talk like that here. My no is obedience. My yes is worship. Place your keys by the door like a person who expects to go somewhere worth going. Visit the neighborhood of your calling, even if only in a drive. Let your eyes make covenant with possibility. For some, look at the water and remember, the waves keep time with me. You do not have to chase what I am bringing to you at the pace of peace. My child, as a sign between us, and as a seed, give this away. Share this word with 3 people who think they were rejected. Do it now or set a reminder for today. When you give deliverance, it multiplies back as clarity. When you sow courage into another's corridor, doors swing for your house too. Do not treat this lightly. This is not an algorithm trick. This is kingdom math. What you make happen for others in faith, I amplify in your lane. After you share, whisper, multiply mercy. Heaven hears you. And remember, you are not earning anything. You are not bargaining me into blessing you. I already chose you. I already shut what would have devoured you. I already carved a door to the measure of your calling and your children's laughter. These actions are alignment, not audition. Think of it like tuning a radio to the station that's already broadcasting. The song is playing. Turn the dial. Gratitude turns it. Declarations tune it. Obedience locks it in. Then, as you drive your day, the music guides you. Peace, fruit, honor, confirming again and again what I have said. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. This is not hype, this is prophecy, and you are living it in real time. Take one more breath with me. Say it, slow and certain. I am protected, I am selected. What God has for me cannot be taken. I do not beg for doors God ordained. Again, let it settle in your bones. Now prepare your heart, because we will seal this with a psalm-shaped prayer. But for this moment, walk, bless, guard your mouth, and step as if the hinges are already swinging, because my child, they are. My child, now we seal it. Take a slow breath. Let your shoulders drop. This is holy ground, and this prayer is not performance. It is a covenant. Speak with me and after me, for your words are not bouncing off the ceiling. They are keys that turn locks and oil that settles the hinges. Begin with gratitude. Begin with worship. Begin with the truth that steadies everything else. Say it with me now. Thank you for the door you shut. Thank you for mercy that I did not always recognize, for rescues I could not see, for the redirections that saved my future. Thank you that when I reached for what sparkled, you saw the teeth and closed it. Thank you that when I asked for peace, you answered with protection. I acknowledge the ache, but I refuse to enthrone it. I name the sting without making it my story. I bless you for being better to me than I knew to be to myself. Now we pray as the Psalms teach us. Shepherd of my soul, lead me. Make me lie down where the grass is soft and the waters are still. Restore my soul from exhaustion and hurry and the noise of comparison. Guide me along straight paths for your name's sake. Be my refuge and my fortress, my light and my salvation. Of whom shall I be afraid? When confusion rises like fog, be the lamp to my feet and the light to my path. Hide me in the shadow of your wings until the storm has passed. Set a watch over my mouth. Keep the door of my lips, that I would not curse what you are blessing or bless what you are removing. Give me clean discernment, God. Create in me a clean heart and renew a right, steady spirit. Teach me to number my days that I may gain a heart of wisdom. Order my steps in peace. Teach my hands for war and my fingers for battle, not against people, but against lies that try to reclaim me. Fasten courage to my ribs so I do not look back with longing at what tried to kill me. Put steel in my no and worship in my yes. Let your goodness and mercy follow me and let them change the way I walk. We break agreements now. My child, open your mouth with me. I break agreement with rejection. Again, I break agreement with rejection. I break agreement with scarcity panic. I renounce the script that says I must hustle to be held. I break agreement with trauma bonding, the lie that chaos is love and intensity is intimacy. I break agreement with the fear of starting over. I refuse the vow that says beginnings are punishment. I sever old soul ties to rooms that demanded I shrink. I release the survival pacts I made with worry and overfunctioning. I cancel every inner sentence that said, "This is the best I will ever get." I repent for rehearsing doom more faithfully than promise. Now I receive, say it, I receive steady provision, daily bread without dread. I receive the pace of peace. I receive the honor of healthy boundaries. I receive soundness of mind and restored sleep. I receive clarity like morning light, not the constant fog. I receive courage to walk forward even when my hands tremble. I receive your selection over my striving. Let it root in me that I am wanted by heaven. I bless my legacy now. Father, stretch blessing like a banner over my bloodline. Let my children, those here and those yet to come, eat fruit from trees I plant today. May they never learn love through fear or lack. I bless the future spouse you have prepared or the covenant I am already in. Knit it with peace, honesty, patience, and truth. Let our home be a refuge where words heal and laughter lingers. I bless my calling, establish the work of my hands. Yes, establish it. Give me the skill of craftsmanship and the wisdom to build what lasts. Open doors that honor what you placed in me. Shut any door that would devour it. I bless my finances, bring them into order, dry up leaky places, open wells of opportunity that align with righteousness and rest. Teach me to steward so that generosity is my reflex, not my performance. Break the fear of bills and the shame of budgeting. Let contracts be clear, terms be fair, and payments be on time. Let increase arrive without sorrow attached. Let debts reduce with dignity and discipline. Make me a storehouse for those you send. I bless my mind. Cleanse the pathways worn by panic. Let my thoughts settle like a calm lake at sunrise. Replace replayed arguments with rehearsed gratitude. Crown me with quiet. Teach me to hear the difference between adrenaline and anointing. Let my sleep be sweet. Let my dreams be instruction. Let my awakening be with the name of peace on my tongue. I bless my body. Let fatigue lift and strength return. Regulate what has been dysregulated. Heal stress stored in muscles and joints. Teach me to rest without apology. Let my breath lengthen. Let my shoulders drop. Let my face remember softness. Let the chemistry of fear lose its throne. Let my nervous system learn the rhythm of goodness that does not leave. I bless my community. Gather prepared people to my table. People of peace, people of honor, people who tell the truth and build without back doors. Let the lonely seasons end as you join me. To those who understand assignment and pace, give me mentors who impart wisdom without control. Make me a mentor who holds without clutching. Let iron sharpen iron with kindness. Let offense lose its magnet. Let jealousy die at the threshold. Let our words to each other be fountains, not fires. Now, Father, lead me to the door you prepared, not any door, the door that carries my name and my children's laughter, the door where peace stands as an usher, the door where honor has already set the table, the door you have fitted to the shape of my calling so I do not have to contort to enter. Show me the handle. Teach me the timing. Keep me from premature forcing and delayed obedience. Make the corridor bright. Line it with confirmations that do not bully but beckon. I ask for angels to stand at my thresholds, old and new. Station them at the gates of my home and my work. Let them bar the door against familiar spirits of fear, despair, and manipulation. Let them fling wide the gates to visitors of wisdom, joy, and divine appointments. Let the atmosphere of my space be saturated with your presence. Songs in the morning, stillness at night. Let my walls hold laughter. Let my table be long. Let the windows open to blue. Let the waves keep time with you, reminding me that I do not have to outrun promise, I walk with it. Seal this on me, God. Press it into my bones that I am protected and I am selected. Write it on the lintel of my mind. Etch it on my calendar. Teach my feet to act like this is already true, because it is. Tie my heart to the mast of your faithfulness, so wines do not steal me. Keep my eyes from looking back down hallways you have emptied. Keep my ears from straining for voices you have dismissed. Keep my hands from rebuilding what you dismantled to save me. Now I speak decree over you, my child, as Father and King. It is done. You are protected. You are selected. No force in hell or earth can undo what I have decreed. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have set in motion. Goodness and mercy will track you like faithful companions. Peace will be your umpire. Truth will be your shield. Honor will frame your steps. The work of your hands will be established. Legacy will flow like a river, clear and clean, through your house. Go in peace. Watch the confirmations. Within the next 72 hours, you will see mercy in motion, peace returning, truth revealed. Alignment arriving without panic. Write them. Thank me. Keep walking. Do not return to what I shut. Bless it and be done. Lift your eyes. The door I prepared is not a rumor. It is real, and you are already on the way. This is not hype. This is prophecy, and so I seal it. Amen. It is so.